So I've been busy. Yep. I went ahead and turned our Skelly spawner into a skeleton farm, and look at this. Kind of funny, when they get in a 3x1, they tend to do this. I don't know if it's a bug or what, but kind of funny. So I've been here for a couple of hours already, just hitting away at them, and then AFK in a bit. Yeah, this farm is working perfectly. I don't think we'll ever need another source of bone meal with this. But yeah, check this out. We have well over 9 stacks of bones, and on top of that, we got a whole barrel full of bows and a bit of arrows. Yeah, this farm produces quite a bit. I guess it also helps that we have looting 3 on our sword. So you may be wondering why we need all these bones. And reason number 1, I need bone blocks. Yeah, you would think I would need bone meal for farms and stuff, but no, we're going to be building with this stuff. I got a pretty cool build planned for today, and it involves a couple of these bone blocks. So later on in the episode, we're going to be building a way to get down here, and for right now, it's going to be staying like this, but probably in a future episode, we'll get to actually decorating this place. And I'll probably include a bigger storage system than just a barrel. Also, yeah, you know, spruce this place up a bit. Get an actual proper storage system installed and everything. And the good thing about this design is that I went ahead and made them drop from, I think it's 21 blocks for skeletons to be a one-hit kill like that. So we could just sit here with a shovel if we need to repair this and go ahead and mend this back up, or axe or anything that we need. Now the only ones who I think aren't gonna be one-hits are the people which let's see, yeah, you see with armor, they take more than 1 hit, but it should just be 2. See if I can actually hit them. Yeah, there you go. You see? And then these guys just put the armor on for some reason. Cool. Oh, and I've just been throwing any excess armor that we get from here onto the floor. I don't think we'll ever need so much of this stuff, so that's that. But I mean, once we get the actual storage system up, I'll probably get like a couple of chests full of materials and then start burning the excess stuff. Alrighty, here we are, guys, and look at this. Still looking lovely as we left it. I really like how this build came out. Now, there was something that I want to change, is the block texture here. It kind of meshes all together. In the future, I'm going to try to avoid having such a mess. Don't get me wrong, it looks fine, but I feel like if we can make it look a bit simpler, it'll look better. So with this new building I'm going to try to build today, I'm going to try something different. Let me get a palette down real quick so you guys get an idea of what I'm going to try going for. So here are the palettes I plan on using for the build, and as you guys can see, it's very similar to what we got going on over here. But I'm going to be trying to do it so it's such a messy job when detailing and stuff. Try to keep it a bit more simple. So this is going to be our palette for the roof, again with the brown. I'm going to try to keep these buildings looking a bit similar with the color palette, at least, because I think it would clash very hard if we have like a pink building here compared to this gray green tone we got going on here. So yeah, anyways, from there we're going to be moving to this light gray tone that we got going on here with light wool and light concrete powder. From there, some bone blocks. I want to get some quartz, but we'll eventually I don't have any right now, basically, so I need to go grab some. But yeah, there's that. And then yeah, obviously our walls are going to be some of this stuff which we see right there, but it's not going to have so much of this mossy cobblestone here. Mostly going to be made out of this, and I'll probably throw in some regular stone bricks, not the mossy variants. Okay, so we got a bit of a stone platform going on here, and it just occurred to me, I haven't explained what we're going to be building today. So, the plan was to build something themed to fit the Skelly spawner down there, but after scratching my head a bit, I couldn't come up with an idea. I've been itching to actually build a sort of tavern building of sorts, so yeah, that's what's going to be going on here. And we're gonna have a couple of benches out here for people to eat. Then we're gonna have a fully furnished inside. And then along with that, I also want to see if I could get a name for this place. So I just don't call it a tavern, you know? It's something new I'm going to try to incorporate with each build, try to provide it with a name so it's not too, you know, it includes it more into the world. I feel like more immersive if we start naming stuff instead of just referring it to just like random buildings like the wolf farm. I probably need to come up with a name for that too, but we'll see what I come up with. And as for updates, I haven't really done much in this world aside from the Skelly spawner. I've been AFK in there quite a bit, and yeah, it's taken up most of my time. I haven't got into doing any interiors off camera, but that's okay. We could slowly work on those off camera, or even some of them on camera. It's just a bit hard for me to come up with interiors. I'm not good at them, so obviously I have to like step back, build a little something, step back, see how it looks, and if I don't like it, I take it down and then try different ideas, which takes a lot of time. Same with building actual buildings themselves. I say at most it'll take me like a day or two to come up with a build idea that I like. Oh, and if you're wondering why we haven't been back at the kingdom, I want to get back to it soon. I needed to get this wool farm up and running so we have access to more of the colors here. I just didn't want to have a random building out here by itself, so we're gonna create some sort of like small villa, not villa, village out here. Maybe one of the noblemen back at the kingdom owns this territory and is, you know, developing it. So with that being said, I'll probably build a couple more buildings out here. I'm thinking, okay, so obviously we're a bit far away from the farming district over there, so we could probably build a little small wheat field here just to supply the sheep with food and stuff. And I probably won't build a actual barn itself. But I do want to build a couple of buildings here and there to house the villagers that live here. And then eventually, this road right here will branch out this way, come here, loop around, and come out over here. Um, Over in this area, it's quite open plains biome. And if you look over here to the right of this mountain here, there is a village. So we could potentially turn this into like another kingdom, maybe. Here I am talking about making another kingdom and I haven't even finished the one we started, but future plans. If the world continues this long, that's what's gonna go out here somewhere. So there you go. Our main structure is complete with all our gradients and textures and stuff. As I said previously, it is going to be simple textures here. Trying not to make it look as busy as that over there. Don't get me wrong, that looks fine, but I'm more a fan of this simpler style here. Now, all that's left for us to do is add some windows and obviously do the interiors and all that stuff. So let's get into that. I think the tavern came out really lovely if you ask me. Got a lot of details in here. We got some booths, and on this side we got some kegs. I think that's what they're called. I'm not too sure about that. But over here we got some other beverages, some cups, and some plates. And yeah, we're treating this area as like someone just could come in and order something to eat quickly on the road, as it is on the main road to whatever kingdom we decide to put over there. Coming back inside here, we got some rugs here in the entrance. And in the actual kitchen itself, we have this different floor pattern here, as well as a knife and some ovens here. We got a smoker and a grill with a plate on top. Not a plate, what are they called? A pan. And to the left right here, we have some stairs coming up here. The tower that we got going on in the back is pretty cramped, but as long as we get up, it's okay. This leads us to level 2 of our building, our tavern. I still need to think about a name for this place. Don't worry, by the end of this episode, we'll have one. So yeah, we got this hallway here with a couple plants and some lights. And if we turn to our left, we got a room. Now this is going to be a 2-bed bedroom. Some travelers that come and rent out. And it comes with some plants, some storage, and a little desk for them to write anything they need to. Coming out of this room and leading down the hallway, we got another room. This is a single bedroom, and this one has a similar style to the other one. Some plants, some storage, and a desk to write anything they need to. Now, there really isn't any privacy here with all the windows, but they can always open these up and, close them. So yeah, that's the second floor, and then we go ahead and move to the top of the tower. I decided to just throw in a lot of storage things up here, although it doesn't make really sense because you would have to go up and down these stairs to bring things out. And yeah, well, you know what? It's a fantasy world, Maybe they have magic or something. Anyways, that's that. Leading back down to the first floor, we do have this wooden trapdoor here. Now we go ahead and hit this button. We gotta stand a bit to the left. We go ahead and hit the button. We go down to the Skelly spawner, and with that we gotta wait down here, and I still need to work on a way to get back up. Currently I've just been using my fire rockets here. Let me set my spawn real quick in case I die. Yeah, but I've just been doing this. Not the easiest method, but it works, Oh! Okay, that was really close. And as for the outside, you guys saw it coming in. We got a little patio out here with some benches for people to eat at. And yeah, our building, fully detailed and everything. And how I mentioned, we don't have that much textures going on here. Pretty simple if you ask me. We went ahead and used that paint glass here with the floating pots here. I think it provides good details. And over on this side, we got, say, a little chimney sticking out where our smoker is. That stove right there. Yeah, little small details bring this world together. And yeah, obviously we made the path coming up here, and it leads to nowhere currently. But in the future, whenever we start doing stuff out here, we could, expand this platform a bit more. Not platform, the road. We probably have to build a bridge or something. But yeah. So as you guys can see, I've also been going around here and placing some bushes, small trees, and my little flowers, blotches of flowers, grass. I like my overgrown grass. I did a little small boulder here, and yeah, I was gonna build a huge tree. Well, not too huge, something like that, somewhere around here, but I feel like it might take away from the building, and I didn't want to do that. We'll probably keep these trees to the outskirts of this little village that we're going to be building here. I just noticed I didn't place my buttons here. Let me go grab some of those real quick. There you go. We got our buttons up. So with that, I've been thinking about a name for this place, and I'm thinking we name it Otto's Tavern. Now you might be asking who's Otto, and I don't know. Maybe sometime in the future we could bring a villager in here or some sorts, and we'll obviously name him Otto for story purposes. But yeah, so with that, that's the tavern build complete. Otto's Tavern. I still need to come back and put a sign on it, but we'll do that here in a bit. Something interesting happened in between the clips. I went out to grab some cactus as I needed some green dye for some of the terracotta on the second floor. And while exploring, I came upon a desert temple, which I wasn't expecting, but luckily I had a brush on me at the time. So, obviously I did the exploration thing and explored it. So, we ended up getting a couple of items from there. And then on the way back, we ended up finding a what are those called? I'm not really sure what they're called, but they're like sunken temples underneath the water. I spotted one and I decided to land as I know it's pretty rare for it, but there is a high, well, not a high, but a low percent chance for you to get a sniffer egg. And I haven't messed around with them. I haven't really actually seen a sniffer close up, so it didn't hurt to stop by and see what was going on. And lucky for me, we ended up getting a sniffer egg on our first dig. Is that what you call it? Swipe with the brush? I don't know what you would call that. But that isn't the only exploration we got up to. We also ended up going to the nether because I needed to get some blaze rods for the brewing stands up at the tavern. And obviously we had to go to the nether fortress, and along the way we ended up grabbing 2 wither skulls. I wasn't recording. I thought it was just going to be a quick in and out as I only needed 2, but literally within the first 2 skeletons I killed, I got them, so pretty high chances on that. So I ended up putting those 2 items up here on our starter house, right next to my bed. Not really cool having someone's skeleton head up there, but I couldn't find anywhere else to put it. We'll eventually tackle the wither skeleton. But if you aren't aware, the wither in Bedrock is really hard to kill. Nothing like Java where you could just cheese it in a tunnel. Yeah, this guy will actually like destroy your tunnels and come right at you. You'll be dead if you try to do this the same way you tackle a Java wither. So in that regard, I'm kind of scared on tackling it, but we'll get to it eventually. And over in this chest, we got anything noteworthy from the expedition. We got a new shirt, and we got the sniffer egg, a couple TNT. I'm thinking we do something with the sniffer egg over at the wolf farm over there, seeing how I want to build a couple more buildings out there, and we could potentially build a sniffer farm for the plants and stuff like that, and it'll work fine because we do got to be out there quite a bit to gather up a decent amount of wool if we ever plan on building a lot of stuff with it. Alright, I went ahead and put our sign here, Arrow's Tavern, and yeah, that basically completes the build. And with that, it's gonna be the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Take care, folks. Bye bye.